Welcome back to another episode of Fucktards Guide to EVE Online. Today we are going to focus on scanning. And as everybody's scan site is going to be slightly different, because you're not scanning in the same system as me at the same time, you're just going to have to kind of watch me, and I'll give you some useful tips, and you'll see that it's really not as hard as you're making it. Okay, first we're going to open the map. Alright, now if you don't see this and you see stars, just go to your world map control panel and press, this thing will not say it. Alright, if you see stars, click right here and it'll say, go to solar system map. Okay, now there we are. Now let's open our scan probe thing and launch them. First I have to reload. And that will take approximately 10 seconds. Okay, now let's launch one probe and scale it up to as big as it'll go. 32. Alright, I know this does not cover the entire area. I've already scanned here and found a couple signatures. I didn't want to be jumping from system to system looking for something while I'm doing a tutorial, so here we go. I know there's something here. There's one, and there's one. We're going to scan for this red sphere thing. That's roughly the size of the signature. So if you were just coming into a system and had not found anything, this is how you would start. You'd make your thing as big as it would go. You'd want to encompass every body. All signatures or anything you're scanning for will be within 8 AU of one of these, of a planet. Alright, so first let's start with this big scan. Okay, now let's check our signatures out. We got that one and we got that one. Let's just go for this one. Alright, and we will minimize this to about that and scan again. I try to get it down as much as possible before I add other probes. Okay, there we go. Now we're got it one size smaller. Alright, I think that's small enough. We're at 4 AU. Let's add some more probes. And we will move them just a little bit over. Hell, let's make this quick. We'll add all 4 all at once. Said I wasn't going to do that, but here I am doing it. Alright, scan again. Alright, the red ring means that we have an intersection. Okay, it looks like, since I have these all, for fuck's sake. Alright, there's one thing I do not like about this. One of these is overlapping. Looks like this one, it doesn't freaking matter. Let's move this out, and this in, and this in. Alright, scan again, see if we can't get a dot. You have to have at least 3 overlapping on top of the signature to get a dot. And that's what we're trying to do. It's really easy once you've gotten a dot. Alright, there, we got a dot. Great. Okay, now you have to remember you're in 3D space, so you have an X and a Y and a Z axis. Okay? Axis, whatever it is. Alright, hold shift, and if you hold shift you move all of them, and just move them all down. Alright, those all look like they're pretty much on the thing. Now let's hold shift and move all these so that they're kind of like right there, and let's clean this one up a little bit. Alright, and we are going to take them all down one step. and then we'll move them all in by holding Alt. It doesn't have to be perfect. Let's scan again. Now our signal strength should get a lot stronger. And you know, the more you do this, the faster you'll get at it. I haven't scanned personally in well over a year. Alright, well, there you go. 31.84. It's a gravimetric site, which is, I think, means it's a mining site. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's get up on it so that we can get a 100% lock. Oh my shit. I do 3D stuff, so I'm trying to use the hotkeys for 3D, and those are not the same, obviously. Alright, check your plane all the time. We seem to be still in the same plane, so we're just going to hold shift and make these smaller one step. And don't forget to zoom in. Alright, hold Alt, bring them in. Hold shift down and move them all so that they're right on top of it. That should be enough. Analyze. Okay, we're at 65. Let's check our plane. Alright, we are going to take them down one more step. Zoom in. Alt, pull them together. Shift. Move them like that. Make sure that we didn't take it off its axis. Looks about right. Scan again. There we go, 100% right there. And all we have to do now is we can bookmark this, save location. Alright, I don't want to do that. Recall the active probes and warp to 0. As soon as they, I don't know, I think they'll come back even if you're in warp
drive
0.
active.
Turn this off and see what we found. Leave comments and tell me how I can make these better. I don't understand why scanning is so difficult for so many people. It seems really simple. I've never had any trouble doing it. I think that people are just making it harder than it needs to be. That's all I can think. Alright, so we found a big broken rock. This is why I don't scan. You almost never find anything worth your time. Look at this big fucking rock. I mean, who gives a shit? What am I going to do with that? You know? Anyway. That's a scanning tutorial. Tell me how I can make it better. I'll redo the whole thing and put your comments to work. Alright.